Welcome back to Madden 22. Today, the September scouting update finally came out on October the 12th, but we are finally able to start the Madden 22 franchise, something I've been looking forward to. Of course, Madden, just you can't even work in offline mode. It doesn't matter. But finally able to start this with this new scouting update. Looking forward to all the work they put in. Hopefully, it's as good as advertised. Hopes are low, but this year, we're choosing the Houston Texans, and I always like to use an owner when I'm doing franchises. Um, it they're one of the worst teams in the league. Just put it at that. It's just unfortunate the situation they're in with Deshaun Watson. It's they lose really good players. They traded away DeAndre Hopkins. They at least have Laramie Tunsil. Brandon Cooks is a good receiver, but we'll look through the roster in a minute. So we're going to be doing preseason. We'll go through the league settings. It'll be all Madden simulation, pre-order bonus. It doesn't really matter. These don't matter. We'll keep the trade deadline on. We'll enable all trades. Coach firing is off. Well, actually, we'll keep it CPU only. Salary cap on. Superstar abilities. Last year, I liked the balance it brought sometimes for our gameplay. So keep it on. We'll be able to edit abilities. Yeah, we'll do that. No relocation, even though we probably won't get there. That doesn't matter. Injuries on, pre-existing injuries on, so we won't have our starting quarterback, practice squad ceiling on. All these are going to be on prospect storylines for sure. This doesn't matter. We'll keep the dev trait management the same. If we need to change it, we will later. 12-minute quarters, 14 minimum play clock time. That gives me good snap counts. All this will be manual. I'll keep managed practice. Yeah, everything manual. Tutorials are off. And that should be everything. And we'll head into it. We'll look at the roster. It is Madden 22. Man, out for 2 months now. And we still haven't had it. We'll go through scouts in a minute. Let's look at the roster, our lineup. As well, Deshaun Watson, he's not going to be playing. We're not gonna let that happen. It's just his situation. He's done. If something happens in real life, we'll trade him because he obviously doesn't want to play in Houston anymore, regardless. But we can't play Deshaun Watson after the accusations. We bring in Philip Lindsay at running back one. We have a lot of running backs, really. Philip Lindsay, Mark Ingram from Baltimore, David Johnston in that trade, Rex Burkhead from the Pats. It's a decent running back room. It'll get the job done. We'll go with the wide receivers. Brandon Cooks, they spent a second-round pick getting him from the Rams. He's a really good receiver. 87 overall is deserved for sure. A really good deep threat. If we're going to roll with Davis Mills, we're going to have to. He's going to be really good for us. As we'll look at the we'll look at the rest of the receivers. We also have Chris Conley from the Jags last year, former Chief. He's speed, I believe. He's just a speed guy, nothing much. We can hopefully develop him. Danny Amendola is just a meme at this point. I don't know why he decided to still play for the Texans of all teams. Andre Roberts is a great kick returner, one of the best in the league. Former Bill, of course. Jordan Akins is the tight end, 29 years old. Won't get much development, so we're probably going to target. We need a lot of positions. We need quarterback. We need offensive line. We need wide receiver to complement Brandon Cooks. Running back. Offensive line, Laramie Tunsil, one of the best in the league. They traded 2 firsts for him from Miami. It's just really good. And I like the health. The new health stuff. Titus Howard at left guard, former left tackle. I've never liked the pick. Hopefully he plays better at guard. Britt, I believe, was he a Seahawk? last year. I don't remember, but 30 years old. We're not going to get much. We need to start offensive line. Max Sharping, again, not good. Marcus Cannon, the former Patriot, not the best player in the world. He's 33 anyways, so we're not going to get much out of him. Now let's look at the defense. Just this defensive line, apparently running a 4-3 now. That's good, important for Madden terms. Whitney Merciless, just been there for a while. He's decent, but again, 31. We're going to have to replace him soon. Malik Collins, hopefully he can develop. Maybe we can get him a dev trait. Maybe he'll develop nicely. Ross Blacklock. The interior defensive line should be good for us. In a few years, we should have a good pass rush from inside. Jordan Jenkins, up there in age. We're going to have to tackle edge rush in the draft. For the linebackers, they paid Zach Cunningham. A star development, 26 years old. He should develop nicely for us. It should be good for us. Christian Kirksey from the Packers, it was a bust of a signing. He's getting up there in age, so he'll only regress. Won't develop at all. He's only normal dev, so we're going to have to replace him. So another position, Neville Hewitt, again, up there in age, won't develop. You can sense the theme. Desmond King promised to get an interception against the Bills, but that never happened. Start development at 26 years old. He's going to be a lockdown corner for us. He'll develop nicely. Terrence Mitchell, again, we'll have to replace him in a couple of years. He's getting up there. Jimmy Moreland, I guess he'll be fine for us. Maybe he'll develop a little bit as a nice cornerback 3, because we'll obviously have to tackle corner. Justin Reed, one of the best safeties in the league, only 24.83 overall. He'll develop nicely. Hopefully we get a breakout scenario for him. We also have Eric Murray. He'll be fine. We're gonna need to I know I say that a lot, but we need to target everything, and even the special teams. Kaimi Fairbairn it works in Madden, but he's not really good in real life. And he's 27, so hopefully he can go for a while. Cam Johnston, the former Eagle. Again, really good kick power, the accuracy, not what you like. Oh, that's pretty much the team. We can do hire and assign scouts. We'll look at who our scouts are. We don't have any prospects yet, because we did say that. So we can look. Can we look at the region breakdown? No. So these are our scouts. We have 1 3-star. Well, I guess 1 tier 3, 1 tier 2, and 3 tier 1s. We've good guys for tackles, which is nice. Defensive tackle, not what you'd like to see. We'll shift these around based on how strong the classes are. Like if we have a strong safety class strong safety class in like the southeast, we'll move Randy Graves there. Again, this is gonna be a learning experience. Mock drafts too. That'd be nice to see. Maybe I'll incorporate that into the graphics. So we're gonna play one game in the preseason. We'll look at our schedule first. Our schedule for this year, it's a doozy. We start with Jacksonville. They won this game in real life. I don't know if we're gonna win this for real. Cleveland is is funny. Carolina is funny. Buffalo, that's a really rough stretch. And New England, maybe that's a winnable game. They were up 22-9 in the real game before blowing that. Indianapolis, Arizona, L.A. Rams, the Dolphins should be winnable. Titans, Jets should be winnable. Colts again, maybe we split them. Seattle, Jacksonville again. L.A. Chargers, 49ers, and then closing it out week 18 with the Titans. That is a really tough schedule. I believe we have our first round pick. I never looked at the picks. This is like the first time in like 3 or 4 years they've had their first round pick. Let's look. Hopefully we get a high pick, because we might have to draft quarterback. Yeah, we're projected to have pick number 2. The picks aren't looking too great. We might trade down for 2 if we. The situation we're in, like. I don't think with where we're at, we can draft a quarterback. their first pick was Davis Mills from Stanford. He's not good ratings-wise. We're going to have to stick with him, though. A second-round pick, we can't just ditch him. It's not like even Drew Lock, he needs to. Like, he's still on the team. We're going to have to stick with him. Tyrod Taylor, 22 weeks. Oh, he's gone. That's unfortunate for him. I believe, yeah, that's the full season. So it's going to be the Davis Mills show. We're going to have to, I'm going to trade down more than likely since, quarterback is not going to be it. So we're going to play one of the preseason games, and this is where live commentary just comes to an end for a minute. But we'll pick things up after week 4 of the preseason, even though I don't think that's real now, and go through all the cuts. All right, we're in the game. So we're going to be rocking the current alternative for the Texans. The Packers are just wearing their normal home jerseys. In case you care, this is your preseason action. You only see big plays and touchdowns and turnovers. Nothing really special about today as we play one of the best teams in the league, a team that went to the NFC Championship game last year. And in all honesty, our preseason schedule is difficult, along with our normal schedule. As we'll start with the first play of the game, and Rodgers is pressured and finally dropped for a loss by Ross Blacklock. We talked about the interior pressure. This time the edge pressure steps up. So the offense gets the ball. Green Bay does nothing. And Mills with pressure, and he throws a pick. On his second pass attempt of the game, Devondre Campbell, the Green Bay Packers picked him up in free agency. The Packers have a turnover. And my tackling is already in midseason form. I just wanted to show that as Jones gets 9. We'll pick things up later in the drive. 2nd and 9. Rodgers on the move. He finds Allen Lazard. Another missed tackle and a Green Bay touchdown. Yeah, that was too easy. After 3 and out to start the game, they marched down the field after the turnover. So Davis Mills gets another shot. Can he do something? Well, protection's a problem. He gets sacked here, loses the ball, and the first-round pick, Deshaun Gary, takes it in for an touchdown. And 2 straight turnovers for Davis Mills. So can the... Wow. Well, I was going to say, can the Texans do anything? No, they can't. And that is Rasul Douglas. I threw that too early. You got to throw it, like... There's a specific timing to anticipate the route, as Devontae Adams killed this all first quarter. And Rodgers is starting to heat up. He's in the zone, looking to get a stop, and the pressure from the inside gets him again. It's Malik Collins this time, and that forces a field goal. So Davis Mills gets a chance again. 2 straight turnovers, and now a sack as protection again is a problem for Deshaun Gary. So the Packers will get the ball back. And with 1 play left in the quarter, how about a wide open Randall Cobb? They got him from the Texans, and Justin Reed finally gets him down. Rodgers finished 8 for 9, 144 yards and a touchdown. The thing is, he missed his first pass, so Rodgers completed 8 straight. And his playing time as Jordan Love takes over. And Jordan Love gets a sack on one of his first pass attempts, Kamu Grugier-Hill. This thing with blitzing eventually came home. And how about that? They doinked it up the off-right. I thought that was funny. So can the Texans do anything? Mills? I just wanted to show this because what a great throw. Against man coverage to Brevin Jordan. And that gets the offense going. This is going to be a full Davis Mills game, by the way. Don't really have a backup as Taylor's injured. And Davion Darris, he played pretty well today. You'll see it later as Mills is pressured, trying to find someone. He flings it downfield and picked off. Intended for Brevin Jordan. That would have been an incredible throw if Jordan went up for it. Eric Stokes, the rookie, gets the interception, and the Packers have a takeaway. So Jordan Love gets a chance to increase the lead. And he finds Amari Rodgers. The rookie wide receiver gets a couple blocks and a Green Bay touchdown. Outruns everybody. And boy, this defense, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. I'm not going to blitz that much as we only have one final play in the second quarter. Just one last shot. Winds were pretty extreme, so this is not field goal range. As we have time and throw it a bit late. It is caught by Davis, but that's how the half ends. Mills 8 for 15, 118 yards, and a pick. As we've reached halftime, 27-0. Well, we're going to have to turn that around. As we pick things up halfway into the quarter, a 3rd down and 7, and Mills with a flag down finds Davis. And that's a touchdown. We'll check the flag. It's a pass interference on the Packers. Number 41 there. So the touchdown stands. We have points. We have points this preseason. Well, that doesn't mean much if Kylan Hill, the rookie running back, takes it all the way to the 40-yard line on his on the first carry of that possession. And they drive it down the field. And the thing was, with blitzes, if they get picked up, you have wide open touchdowns. There's Hill again. You had the big rush. Now the big touchdown. The Packers erase any doubt of a comeback. And here's a sequence that it really annoyed me. First of all, 3rd down and 1. Mark Ingram doesn't have the awareness to run that past the sticks. So I decide, we're down 34-7. Let's go for it. Well, going for that crashed the game. So I relaunched it. All right, we get back at the game. I still want to go for it because it's 4th and 1 from near midfield. So I pick another play. And the game crashes again. And I've never seen anything like it. So the second time I do this, we go into the screen. All right, now it's a 0-0. 12 minutes in the first quarter. So I'm thinking, did I just lose all the progress? It's not like this game means much. So I go back. And the score stays. And I'm super confused. And I ended up, I still wanted to go for it. So I just faked the punt. I don't know what happened, why it happened, or how I could stop it from happening. It's a turnover on downs, and, well, the Packers drive down the field, and we'll pick this up at the start of the 4th quarter. As Jordan Love floats it, and wide open is Amari Rodgers for the touchdown. 40 points. It's pretty easy. We'll pick things up. A 3rd down, and Mills throws a pick 6. Isaac Yiadom, a ex-Giants corner, takes it the distance. Yeah, turnovers were a problem. Some of them were me. Felt like Mills just also sailed a lot of passes as we'll pick things up. Another 3rd down. And how about this? David Johnston upstairs as Lancaster gets hurt. A great catch in traffic. And we'll skip ahead. It's goal to go now. 2nd and goal to be exact. And protection breaking down. And Mills finds a crease. He's in. Touchdown. I didn't think he was in. He was forced out last second, I thought. But they give it to him. 48-14. So the Packers try to burn some clock. How about taking a shot? Love it as he's thrown. It's tipped up. And it's caught. A.J. Dillon. Touchdown. I wish I was recording my voice when that happened. I was in disbelief as we're just going to take another look at it. I didn't know what to say. We got pressure. It's one-on-one with a running back. We knock it down. It goes right into his hands. I was in disbelief. That really is the word. So we pick things up. And I pressed the wrong button, so Isaac Yiadom has 2 pick 6s. Yeah, things didn't really go well. That one's on me. I kind of just started giving up, and this last play you'll see it. This one last play, and I gave up. Just an interception. So that will wrap things up. And we'll head on to live commentary me to wrap this video up. Well, that's not how I thought this game would go. 62-14. I just don't know what to say to that. Wow. Yeah, this is, well, I did mention it. I'm going to mention it. This is live commentary again, by the way. I forgot to change the sliders before doing it, as we were only pressured 7 times. Somehow they were pressured 5 times. I refuse to believe that's true. I forgot to change the sliders, so it should get easier. I probably won't be much of a idiot chucking the ball, maybe because the game's over. Yeah, not the best game in the world for Davis Mills, and we're gonna have to live with it. It's just, oh boy, it's gonna be a long year if this is how we play every game. It's like a 1-star. Okay, we get it. Player upgrades. I guess we're doing the player upgrades. Okay, Danny Amendola, we can just 78 slot. He won't get another upgrade point for the rest of the year, probably. 58,000 XP. Kevin Pierre-Louis. Oh, left outside linebacker in this 4-3 is gonna. I want pass coverage, zone coverage +3. That's good. 62-14. And it gets harder. We got an injury. Oh no. Kevin Pierre-Louis. Well, Aaron Christian, who's not starting for us. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Tyrod Taylor is on IR. All these players on IR. I'm going to need to sign a quarterback, by the way. A backup quarterback because, well, obviously Deshaun Watson. Clearly, yeah, can't play. We're going to have to, I have to make sure Colin Kaepernick. I can't edit him here. I got to make sure he doesn't get signed. So I'm going to sign him to this. It's so funny. Like, I'm going to sign Cam Newton, by the way. Best quarterback on the market. It's so funny. Like, you can see the difference in between signing Cam Newton and Kaepernick. It's just, I don't get it. Do I patronize you for? There's no business in Kaepernick being an 81-2 after not playing for how many years? Let's see. Let's just tank his speed. We'll just take his throwing stats. So no throw power for you. Yeah. We're going to retire him. Whoops. Let's make sure we edit the contract so I don't get screwed. So $0. We can cut him. 47 overall quarterback release. You know, the real tricky part about doing this rebuild, well, this series, is we're going to have to pay for Deshaun Watson. Regardless of what happens, we're going to have to pay Watson. It's just a fact. We're just going to head to the regular season. We'll do our 2 cuts. Dallas, that's a fun game, isn't it? Oh, boy. Week 3. Yeah, we lost. It was close. We scored more points. The Buccaneers, that's fun. We got upgrades. Camu Gurje Hill. That's nice. And pass coverage. That makes him a scheme fit. And AJ Moore. We'll give him zone. Keep him a scheme fit. He's a captain. That's interesting. So cuts are week 3, cuts are week 4. Can do that. Cut 2 players. Alrighty. Got John Weeks, the long snapper. I'm assuming he's a long snapper. You know, this is Madden. I don't care. Tavir Thomas. What's our cornerback depth looking like? Bench cornerback. That means he's CB6. I want to keep a 6th corner on the roster. AJ Moore is a captain. I want to get rid of him. Just make sure we don't have an extra special teamer. It's a quarterback. Imagine cutting Watson. $500,000 in cap space, $66 million dead. This running back room, I guess Scotty Phillips can head to the practice squad. All right. Our year one roster. Let's go over it. Before we head to week one, we'll upgrade a couple players. Looks like we got a few. Actually, we can do that week one. We'll actually sim to week one. And yeah, that should be good. Sim to week one. And we'll go over the roster, upgrade some players. We'll set the depth chart. And we'll go from there. So choose a draft class. Keep auto-generated rookies. And there's the top 10 prospects. Ramon Finney. Okay. So we'll look at, before doing scouting stuff, we're going to look at the roster. We'll know where to go. I'll do the weekly strategy off camera. Zach Cunningham, we'll go pass coverage with him. If you watched my previous franchise, you know I have graphics for all this stuff. I just felt like doing a more different style just for this opening video. The rest of it will be very extremely edited down. Jacob Martin, we're gonna need some pass rush. Oh my goodness, it is a problem. Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love had all day to throw. It is just, our coverage is just not good enough. Justin Reed, there we go, already skill point. Like that for him. All right, let's look at the roster. Go through the depth chart. So at quarterback, it's going to be the Davis Mills show. Sadly, Deshaun Watson will not be playing. Cam Newton is the backup for now. If Davis Mills continues to play like the worst quarterback in the league, we'll switch it so he gets extra practice time, but Cam starts the games. At running back, Lindsey, Ingram, Johnston, and Burkhead. We do not have a fullback, so I guess it's Ingram. So we'll move Ingram down the depth chart behind David Johnson and Burkhead. Wide receiver. Honestly, I think Davion Davis, with how he played against the Packers, I think he deserves a shot. He'll be wide receiver 4. Maybe if Amendola or Conley struggle, we can put him like in the starting lineup. I think he earned it with the preseason he had. Jordan Akins, Brevin Jordan played well, but he'll be tight end 2, and Pharaoh Brown, tight end 3. Garon Christian is going to be injured. Laramie Tunsil is tackle 1. We got Titus Howard, Justin Britt, Max Sharping, Justin McCray is the backup, Marcus Canyon, and Charlie Heck backing him up. Jordan Jenkins, Charles Omenihu, Jonathan Greenard, Whitney Merciless, Jacob Martin. That's our edge group. Malik Collins, Ross Blacklock, DeMarcus Walker, Jaleel Johnson, and Roy Lopez are our interior defensive linemen. So pray these two guys develop. Zach Cunningham, Joe Thomas, Kamu Gurje-Hill, Christian Kirksey, Neville Hewitt, and Garrett Wallow. Those are our linebackers. Again, hoping for Kirksey to play well and Cunningham to develop. Hopefully he'll be worth the money we're paying him. Desmond King, Terrence Mitchell, Jimmy Warland, Vernon Hargraves, and Tremont Smith. Of course, we kept Avir Thomas on the roster just as a backup. I think 6 corners is a good option. Secondary, Justin Reed, Terrence Brooks, A.J. Moore, Eric Murray, and Lonnie Johnson. That rounds out the roster. Of course, Kaimi Fairburn and Cam Johnston are the special teamers. Let's see. Returner is going to be Andre Roberts. What is... well, I guess Davion Davis is not going to be there. I want speed. I want Tremont Smith. How about Fairburn will do kick... Do you want Fairburn doing kickoffs? I mean, Cam Johnston has better kick power. We'll do the realistic thing. We'll keep the kicker there. Long snapper, yeah. Justin Bray, he can snap. Third down back is going to be David Johnson with Rex Burkhead backing him up. Our power back, Mark Ingram. David Johnson, Lindsey, I don't know how he's going to be playing as much as possible. Danny Amendola will be slot, but we'll keep Davion Davis as slot receiver number 2 because I think you want him getting some playing time. He played well. Merciless, Amenihue. I guess that's our best edge group. Blacklock, Malik Collins, Jill Johnson. Those are the D-line. Christian Kirky, Kamaguchi Hill. I want Cunningham. Yeah, I want Cunningham in there. I think Cunningham over Grugier Hill. I know Grugier Hill is faster, but I think Cunningham, if he's going to be paid, yeah. Slot corner, Desmond King, of course. And here's the practice squad, if you care. So, wow, there's the roster. We'll look at our schedule once more. So Jacksonville, Cleveland, Carolina, Buffalo, New England, Indy, Arizona, the Rams, Miami. Our bye is week 10. Oh boy, that can't come soon enough. Tennessee, New York Jets, Indy, Seattle, Jacksonville again, Chargers, Niners, and the Titans. So if you don't know how I do things, you get highlights from every game across the league. If you don't know how I do things, you basically get highlights from every game from our divisional rivals. So in that case, you're going to get Seattle, Indy. Where else is everyone? Arizona, Tennessee. And, of course, Jacksonville plays us, so you won't get them. So, yeah, that's how it works here. You'll get those highlights. So I do that because it just makes the division play out more realistically as to how we would play them. So like if, let's say Cleveland, this happened in the Lions franchise last year. Cleveland was absolutely incredible sim team, but they absolutely sucked when it came to watching the game. That's why I watch the divisional games. It's an extra couple hours of making the videos, but it keeps it more realistic for the division race, which is most important when it comes down to it. So all that's really left is to look at the scouting. We really can't go wrong with like where we put our scouts. So nationally, strengths are wide receiver, corner, and halfback. Right outside linebacker, defensive tackle, cornerback, D-end, right outside linebacker, wide receiver, halfback, corner. Southeast is where the quarterbacks are. So it looks like this isn't a good draft for offensive linemen. It's going to be weak. So, what does this say? Oh, those are the prospects. We won't. So, yeah. And here's the regions. Oh, we can break this down by region. So, the number 1 overall pick for right now is going to be Ramon Finney, a corner out of Temple. And Elliott Ash is currently projected 3rd best player. These are actually best player, not projected to go 1 overall. It's interesting. I like this. So, scouts. We'll put him. You said safety, defensive tackles. I already forgot. Oh, it's definitely different. The defensive tackle strength of the West, so we're going to want our guy with a strength in defensive tackle. I want him to do the West. Now I know he's only middle line, the linebacker. But yeah, this is going to be really cool to try. Like I said, so we have left safeties, linebackers, tackles, and wide receivers. I think there's wide receivers everywhere. Linebackers is mainly West and Central, so we can put the linebacker guy in the Central. And there's no offensive lineman, so I guess we could just put him national. I think that's going to be the plan. So, offensive lineman, you can be central. Not central. You can be central. You can be national. And there's probably a better way. I'm not going to do it. Although, Andre Johnson, who's our Tier 3 guy, I think we want him national instead. And then cornerback. Where's cornerback? Out of Northeast and Southeast. Out of Northeast and Southeast, cornerback would be best in the Northeast. Even though it would be best in center, he's only a safety guy. It's close, so I guess they're not the same position anyway. So we'll put him Southeast. So this is our scout breakdown. So, I'm gonna figure out how this works. We'll see, like, how this will end up. Oh, that's key info. So we'll choose our area of scouting for next episode. Well, the episode after that with week 2. But I guess all that's left is to preview week 1. So week 1 NFL action kicks off with Thursday Night Football between the Bucs and Cowboys, and Tampa Bay will hang the banner. We'll kick things off on the Sunday slate of games against the Jags. We have Chargers football team, Seahawks, Colts, Jets, Panthers, Vikings, Bengals, Cardinals, Titans, Niners, Lions, Steelers, Bills, Eagles, Falcons. And in the later window, we have Browns, Chiefs, Packers, Saints, Broncos, Giants, Dolphins, Pats. And on Sunday Night Football, we have Bears, Rams. And on Monday Night Football, we wrap things up with the Ravens, Raiders. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like. I know it's going to be a little bit of a longer one. I really enjoyed making this. I hope this game turns out to be more fun than it was last year. And until next time, I will see you on Madden 22.